Next question. My son has a 504, made it through the end of the school year, but now our school is talking about doing a part-time program in the fall. He would go to school 2 days a week, get online classes the other days. I will be honest, I think this is the stupidest thing to do in terms of the virus. Everyone is entitled to their opinion, but I'm not doing this. Does the school have to offer him a full distance plan if I'm not comfortable, or do I have to find a homeschool? What are our rights on this, and does the 504 matter at all?
Well, why do you have a 504 plan and not an IEP if your child has autism? If your child had an IEP and not a 504 plan, I would say have an IEP meeting with them and document, what, or write them a letter and explain why you feel that it is unsafe for him and you, maybe you need a doctor's letter, to go to school in the fall, and that you need a distance learning plan, and it needs to be robust and not a half an hour a day, and that becomes an IEP team decision. With the 504 plan, you can have the same conversation, but when they say no to you, if they say no to you, how are you going to enforce your rights? That's the problem with 504. I
Okay.
mean, districts can be required to offer not just accommodations, but services under 504. And certainly there's going to be kids, I think, doing distance learning that are general ed students, but have a medical condition. The problem is just how do you raise these issues if you don't have an IEP? And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say if there are 10 of you and 10 of you have a 504 plan and you are Autism Live listeners, I'm going to venture a guess that 9.9 of you should have an IEP, because otherwise the contention is that your autism isn't really having a significant educational impact. And I haven't really met anybody yet. I've met some kids that got so much intensive ABA that they dramatically improved and things could be stepped back. But in the first instance, if you have autism and your kid is 4 years old and you go to your district and they say the autism doesn't have an educational impact, we're going to put you on a 504 plan, excuse me while I step out of the room and pull my hair out by the roots.
Yeah, no kidding. But I think, one of the things that I'm noticing, and again, as this person says, everybody's entitled to their opinion, is that, while there's a lot going on and there's a lot of agreement that we need to get back to some semblance of normalcy in terms of the economy, that nothing has really changed in terms of the virus. And I know I'm interested in knowing, like, what if we don't feel comfortable, not even talking about from getting an individual doctor's evaluation, if we don't, at the beginning when they sent everybody home, everybody was asked, what are you comfortable with? You don't need to do anything that you're not comfortable with. Now that seems to have gone by the wayside, and that we don't really have a say anymore. So if parents are like, I don't think it's safe for my child to go back to school, and school says we're going to offer a partial in-school program, for like, I count myself in this category. I got to be honest, Bonnie, that I don't want to send my kid back to school. I'm not going to the grocery store, so why would, with a mask on, so why would I think it's appropriate to send my kid to school? Are we just going to be stuck? What rights do we have as parents if we don't want to do that?
Well, DeVos said no waivers. So in theory,
well, what does that mean?
Well, I think that means if your child has an IEP, they still need to try to serve him via distance learning plan if it's not safe for him to go to school. But we haven't had guidance from the state government here in California yet about what they're going to do in terms of school reopening. So the answer is, I don't know yet. I'll know more in 30 days.
All right, we'll check back.
We're hearing what she's talking about, staggered days. We're hearing staggered schedules. We're hearing don't reopen up. I know in the Bay Area, I was hearing at most a 20% school week. We're going to go through a whole other iteration of this for fall that's going to be potentially as weird and unknown territory as what we went through starting in March.
Yeah,
I mean,
I agree.
I just don't know yet.
Hey, Hey, thanks for watching Autism Live. To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.